Hello, thank you for sitting down with me. Could you tell me your name?
My name is Edna Garcia.
And what do you do?
I'm a housekeeper.
And you told me earlier that you have a little problem with arthritis. Can you tell me a little
Not a
bit?
little problem. I was diagnosed with arthritis 2 years ago on my hands and on my left leg. And I'm on medication.
What kinds of actions during your duties that arthritis gives you difficulty to perform?
Lifting heavy things. That's the one that really bothers me. When I lift things, okay, like heavy things, like more than 5 pounds, then like 3 o'clock I will be limping already.
So you mean off the ground and putting
Yeah.
them...
Hi, my name is April Davis. I'm an occupational therapist at NYU, Langone Medical Center, and I specialize in hand therapy. Osteoarthritis is where you actually have a breakdown of cartilage and bone, so the cushioning that keeps the two bones from rubbing together starts to break down. And then you have arthritis that happens just from breakdown and overuse and wear and tear of your body parts. So as you get older, most people will have arthritis. You usually have it in weight-bearing joints, such as your neck, your cervical spine, your lumbar spine, your hips, your knees, tips of your fingers, called your distal interphalangeal joints, and then the base of your thumb, which is called your basal joint, or your carpometacarpal joint. You know, lifting anything, forget it. You know, as far as heavy lifting, there's really nothing that's out there to help a day-to-day person. You know, if they need to lift something or take something heavy out of the refrigerator. So those are all things that are needed that I don't see out there.
During our conceptualization and design stages, we tried to think of as many ideas as we could that would assist a person with arthritis, yet still maintain the qualities of universal design. After brainstorming several ideas, including a shoe holder and an exoskeletal hand to lift heavy objects, we eventually decided that we should build just a load lifter, a device that can lift heavy objects off the ground. Driving this idea from an idea we had before, which was a dustbin where the bin would scale up the pole so the operator wouldn't have to lift it, we imagined a device that had a movable platform that would move upwards via a rope attached to a spool.
Our initial design involved a motor attached to a worm gear that, when the foot pedals were pressed, would rotate a spool, which would bring in the line of rope that was strung around 3 linear slides. This system would thus form an elevator lift with an attached platform that would hold the objects. We later concluded a simpler, yet just as effective design was possible. Our new design involved a platform attached to 2 vertical rails via square guides that would be lifted by a rope attached to a motor and threaded through a pulley at the top of the rails. We first acquired 2 hand trucks, isolated the platform from one, and assembled the rails. We then attached the guides to the platform and rails and attached the motor to the back of the hand truck. The spools sometimes popped off, but we used a bearing, a block of acrylic, and a tightening collar to solve the issue.
In our final design, a window motor rotates a spool of rope such that it both winds and unwinds in either direction, pulling the platform up or down. The rope ends are attached to the lift itself, not the moving platform, providing a 2-to-1 ratio mechanical advantage. A lithium polymer helicopter battery powers the device.
The height of the switch is adjustable to accommodate people of different heights while using the device. The device is safe. However, the only area the operator should be aware of is the pinch point between the rope and the spool.
The Arthrilift has no known competition. The only devices similar to it are the hand truck and forklift. However, the hand truck is only good for transporting objects horizontally, and a pronged forklift is too large and expensive to be of use to individuals moving objects other than crates. The Arthrilift has a small profile measuring in at 4 feet 2 inches tall and 15 inches wide, smaller than a common house broom, and the ability to aid in lifting objects. Not only will this product aid people with arthritis, but it can also help people with strained backs or people who are unable to lift heavy objects. The total cost of the Arthrilift was under $185, placing it in a price range many individuals can afford.
In normal situations, Edna would have difficulty lifting this object and putting it on a table. Why don't we try using the Arthrilift?
This works. I like this machine. I think this is going to help me. Thank you very much for inventing this.